Welcome to Funky's World. This is our daily journal. We get a lot of information today. On Museum on Main Street, our Voices and Votes exhibit. The Smithsonian is coming to town. And it's so important that we get the word out to people. I also did the Funky's Pro Wrestling video and I Get Ready With Me this morning. And I will be doing the Kid Missing video. I said oh my god. It wasn't the Kid Missing video I did this morning. It was the Punky's Pro Wrestling video. I'm doing the Kid Missing video after this. Anyway, as you can see, I am fully made up. Now, I was given this by the Boy Scouts to make sure that my great uncle actually got one this year. Because they didn't see his flat stone, they just saw his big stone, and that's why he didn't get one. My grandfather gets one, and my great-grandfather, because they have those metal holders. But my great-uncle doesn't have a metal holder for some reason, so they sometimes miss him. And that's okay, because they gave it to me today. I've got a lot of notes, because there's a lot of stuff. And I was told to drink plenty of fluids because I still do have a cold, but it's a lot better. And I tried not to cough too much during the event. And take a teaspoon of honey. She said that will help with the postnasal drip, which, hey, she's a nurse. She's an RN. She knows. She's been a nurse since forever. So she knows the old remedies. So. Stupid postnasal drip. Anyway. But I am feeling a lot better than I was. So. Very excited to bring you today's Kid Missing video. It's going to be about the brother of the now identified Bibb County John Doe. Excuse me, I haven't coughed at all. And I'm home and now I can cough. Excuse me. It's holding it back. Oh, and I have my name tag, which we will have Smithsonian name tags, which is so exciting. I hope I get to keep mine at the end. Anyway, because I would put it in my trinket box. So it's going to be awesome. There are going to be games which are allowed to be moved away from the exhibit so that we can bring them to the society, to the library, the school, for people to play them. We have, what else do we have? We have space to do exhibits about the history of the town and voting and how Mr. Schuster really influenced the vote in his day. How the mill owner, Mr. Schuster, influenced that vote. And because I'm one of the last generation, a member of the last generation that grew up as a mill town, that grew up with the mills. So it's important that we teach, well, the next two generations, really, the young adults in their 20s and the kids. So yeah, the next two generations about that history and how influential he really was on the vote, which a lot of people do not realize. and statewide as well. The Mass Humanities will be giving us their own exhibits for statewide history on the same stuff. Our liaison with Mass Humanities is actually a doctor of history, so she was talking about when they played the game. She said a bunch of historians played a game of Heads Up, which is where they pit historical figures against each other to see who the people think are the most historical or the most important to history. And they ended up with Margaret Sanger, who we talked about in another video, I'll put that above, and Abraham Lincoln. And I said, boy, that was quite a, afterwards when we were talking, I said, that was quite a contrast there. She said, yeah, she said, it was quite a fight too. Bunch of historians. I said, well, I used to look up to Margaret Sanger, and then I found out about the whole eugenics thing and KKK and all that. She said that came up, which is why in the end, President Lincoln won. So, because sometimes the bad can overshadow the good, and sometimes it should. So, if you don't know what I'm talking about, like I said, video up here at the end. So yeah. I'm glad that the historians recognized both sides of it, when it came to her. So, but yeah, she said it was a bunch of history nerds. She said it was quite the debate. So, but yeah, I have that flag thanks to the mom that does the Boy Scouts who go out and make sure the flags go out. She was just going to take down his name, and then she said, you know what, I'll just give you a flag. So she gave me a flag, as I showed you. So what I'm going to do next, okay, those are questions for my doctor at my physical. What I'm going to do next is the Kid Missing video, and then I will begin editing. Thank you so much for joining me. God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Please subscribe. We're trying to get to 300 by the 4th of July. And if you're anywhere, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, wherever, come and visit Voices and Votes, the museum on Main Street, presented by the Smithsonian Institution and the Douglas Historical Society between September 13th and October 25th at the Douglas Municipal Center. Bye, guys.